Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rafgal, and this is Super Castlevania 4. I hope that actually timed as well as I think it did. It was completely unintentional, I promise. Oops. We're gonna go ahead and do a real quick get the classic Castlevania opening here. So, this is Super Castlevania, or Castlevania 4. And it is a Super Nintendo quasi-remake, quasi-reboot of the original Castlevania. It introduced a lot of cool stuff. It also has an amazing soundtrack, which we will get to be a part of here. It's a pretty early Super Nintendo game, all things considered. It has 8-directional whip, and you can also hold it out and then spin. Holding it out like this does a lot less damage, but it gives you full directional control. And as always, in early Castlevania games, jumps are a little stiff, but you actually have a little bit of control. I'm hoping this one goes better than my last Castlevania attempt. I was very disheartened by it. But hey, the early Castlevania games are actually really, really hard. So I can't feel too bad there. Oops, thought that was 2 shots. Also, you can jump on land on stairs. Just saying. So, one of the other things that they added in that makes this amazing is the swinging from your whip. Which is, of course, the thing that everyone really wants to do when they play something and have a whip. It was a great feature. They did it well. I'm not going to have a lot of negative things to say about this game, most likely. It's a really solid platformer. It's something I played as a kid. They took the challenge rating down a little bit from the traditional NES Castlevanias, but a lot of that is just playability. I mean, it's still relatively hard. It's still... Oops, I don't think I wanted that holy water. But the fact that you actually have the options here for the whip, where you can, you know, actually use it in different directions, and the fact that you can, you know, do that with your jumps. You can't do like a full Mario, like, I start jumping one direction and then reverse. That's probably going to be useful then. We're going to go ahead and completely fail despite the fact that we have the watch. Okay, let's see if we can do better this time. So those little platforms only flip if you jump on them. So as long as you either don't land on them, or keep walking, you're fine. But when you land right in the middle, like I did there, you die. Okay, good. Full back, or back up to full whip upgrade. Walk there, don't jump. And we get the first boss, who, if I'm remembering correctly, is kind of a pushover. Probably more of a pushover if you don't completely botch that jump. Darn it. One hit. Okay. And unfortunately, there aren't checkpoints right at the bosses. Just as a quick note, since this is a Castlevania game and I am still likely going to die several times, there are passwords in this game, so I'll be using those if I need to. I'm gonna try and do one block, or one world rather, per one level per video, and hopefully just do one series of lives per run. If it's really bad, then we'll see what happens. Okay, so let's actually play this smart this time and not try and jump over the stupid thing. Hey, see what happens when you play smart instead of letting it get behind you? Or getting behind it, or whatever I did? Okay. We're gonna go ahead and do... You know what? Let's do 2 stages per video. These are pretty short. I think it'll be okay. You also have this nifty little crouch walk you can do, which I really enjoy. Okay. So we get down into the caves here. I love the fact that there's this natural progression, like you're actually like out in a forest at the beginning of this, and then you go down into a cave instead of just magically appearing. It's kind of cool. Get our first real little platforming section here, as well as a bunch of hearts, apparently. This, you know, semi-vertical part here is actually really good that we've got the axe. I haven't had it come up yet, but there's a potential for it there, at least. I like the fact that it telegraphs right there that, no, that's a spike pit. This isn't another place you can go down. Get some of the never-ending zombies from the first game. Mixed in with some weird little pangolin-looking monsters. And our first instance of purple water. And our first birds. Birds are still terrible, but luckily they go down really easily in this, and with the multi-directional whip and the fact that you could hold it like that, it actually works a little bit better. If I'm remembering right, the frogs are what's really bad here. And I believe... yeah, the water doesn't kill you instantly for this entire section. This looks like a perfect place for wall meat. it was indeed wall meat, and a boomerang, which is by far the best weapon in any Castlevania game ever. Now we get the first really obnoxious platforming right there. Okay. This is one of those I'm waiting for something bad to happen bridges. But apparently it's okay. I love the little texture they do on that. They have like this very, like, the bridge actually moves a little bit under your weight thing going. Okay, I believe this is Medusa? Yeah. Which is it's kind of weird because in this particular level, the boss is actually a mid-boss. And I don't think I wanted that, but whatever. So we fight Medusa, and then we have to go down the river here. These red spikes are the first instant kill spots besides like a couple little gaps we've had to jump. That jump right there is where I died a lot as a kid. That one specifically because you're fighting against the current. Pretty much all the other jumps you have to do here are with the current, which is not nearly as bad. I'm gonna stay on the ground just to be safe here. I think this should be it coming up right here. And that's it. There's no boss, there's no orb. Well, this really just feels short. Okay, I'm gonna end this video here. We're just gonna start again right away at stage 3. Because we can do that. So, I've been Rifekale, this is Castlevania 4, or Super Castlevania. If you are enjoying this video, give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one.